For my Project Zero, I researched about how certain marine animals are being affected by climate change. What made my research interesting is I not only wanted to see what was happening, but how these animals are adapting to the changing environment. I used coral and salmon as my examples of animals that are adapting. Coral are dying because of coral bleaching, but there is a certain type of algae that protects against coral bleaching and can survive in warmer water temperatures and higher acid levels. Coral are adapting to favor the coral that have this algae. Salmon are also doing something interesting, which is they are migrating weeks earlier because of warming waters. Lulu and I presented to a middle school class, and we made a cute presentation and showed videos and songs. At the end, we did a trivia, which was really fun to see because all the kids were super into it. This project helped me understand threats to the ocean at a deeper level because of all the research required to be able to show it to the kids. We had to learn so much about the topic and understand it well enough to reword it so the kids can understand as well. I will continue to support my issue 100% because climate change is something I've always been passionate about helping and learning more about. I say that as I have plastic, but I swear. So I sat down with my dog, Pixie Bean, and she wanted to ask me some questions about my Project Zero. And so we had a nice interview, and here it is. So, Willa, what was your biggest challenge when researching? Good question, Pixie. My biggest challenge when researching was finding solid evidence of my theories. Since I was talking about how climate change is going to affect animals and how they're adapting, it was hard to find exact proof that they were adapting because some adaptations can take hundreds of years. What was your biggest success? Well, since you asked, my biggest success was when I did find articles and scientific journals that were exactly what I was looking for, supporting my theory. What was your biggest challenge in regards to the solution aspect? My biggest challenge was trying to find specific ways to help the species I was talking about, since warming waters were the main issue that these animals were facing. I had trouble finding exact solutions for that specific issue, but I ended up finding some, and that was successful. What was the hardest part about teaching? Interesting question, Pixie. Thank you. For me, the hardest part about teaching was trying to make it interactive for the kids, especially because we taught eighth graders and they all thought they were like too cool for school. But then we brought out candy and they were super into it. What was the best part about teaching? The best part about it was at the end because we did trivia and everyone participated and most of them got it right and they were all fighting for candy. What could Tara have done to make the process easier? The only thing I can really think of was maybe more guidelines as to what we could do our project on because it took me a long time to figure out what I wanted to do. If you had to do this project again, what would you do differently? If I had to do this project again, I would have presented to younger kids because I feel like I could have made it really cute for littler ones to understand. What was your favorite and least favorite part of the project? My favorite part of the project was doing the research and really diving into my topic, and I also enjoyed presenting to the kids. And I honestly didn't have a least favorite part because, as a whole project, I thought it went really well. Well, thanks for meeting with me, Willa. I had a great time interviewing you. Thank you. You too.